Here in just a moment, we're going to check in with Oliver Sloup, Blue Line Futures. We got a big report coming out tomorrow. Well, in the scheme of things, the April WASDE report. Let's go over and see how the futures are and ask Oliver about this, because May corn, 581 and a quarter, up 20 3/4 cents. We made a recent high here of 583 in this contract, and the December is up 8.5 at 494. Just 6 pennies away and knocking on the door of a $5 handle over here, as Oliver would say, in that new crop corn market. Then May soybeans are up 8 1/4, 14.17. November up 3 3/4. July Chicago wheat up 14.5, 630.5. July KC wheat is up 14.5 at 584.5. Minneapolis July wheat up 17.5 at 649.5. And cotton for new crop December is up 162. The bigger move is 212 higher for the May contract at 81.62. So Oliver Sloup is here. Oliver, a lot of things kind of moving and shaking over here. We've talked a lot about the weather today, maybe a little bit of concerns about the weather. But what about this report tomorrow? You know, we've been north of this 50-day moving average for quite some time now, especially today in many of these grains. So technically, even if we would get a neutral report with no change, can we still hold on to these kind of levels, you think?
Well, that's going to be the million-dollar question for this May corn contract. We've been really mostly range-bound, 530 to 560 from the beginning part of the year. We poked our head out above 560 just twice, once back in that February USDA report, and then obviously last week's USDA report. But after that, we weren't able to get any follow-through. So follow-through is going to be the huge key going forward. If we can get some follow-through momentum on today's positive price action ahead of the weekend, I think that we continue to march higher and potentially make a run at that psychologically significant $6 handle. Now, there's obviously a lot of interest in these markets right now. It's getting a lot of eyeballs on it with the spike in volatility that we've seen recently. But this USDA report tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a little bit of a dud. If you look back over the last 3 years, the trading range for May corn has just been about 5 cents, and we've settled plus or minus about 1.5 cents. So I'm not saying that that's going to happen again, but historically, you know, this isn't going to be the one that packs a punch. That was last week.
What about soybeans then? Does it stand a chance to make a big move?
Soybeans feel like they're kind of coiling up here. We had the wide-ranging trade last week with the USDA report and thereafter, and we've just been consolidating. And I think the market's kind of waiting for new direction. Obviously, not able to follow suit of what corn's doing today, but still not in a bad situation here. If we can get out above technical resistance, which comes in close to that 1440 level, I think there's opportunity to the upside to go take out those old contract highs of 1460. It's a psychologically significant support level. Obviously, $14. If we cannot defend that, that'll neutralize our bias here near term. But as it stands, we're pretty optimistic on grains.
All right, Oliver, let's talk livestock next. Stay with us right here on the Market Day Report.